That was the Prime Minister's Modi's address to the nation, and we all, to some extent, have thought that he would be citing Operation Sindoor, but it was purely on the space startups. It was purely on the G20 joint satellite and the G20 space program, and he acknowledged even the startup program also. But frankly speaking, he did not mention anything about the latest condition about the Operation Sindoor or the further things what India is going to carry out, and to that Prime Minister Modi to some has not even mentioned anything that how space technology can be used for the security of the present situation. He has spoken about the importance of the space technology overall, even in the international cooperation also, but nowhere mentioned about this particular thing, as probably it's a part of the strategy what the Prime Minister is following, because we have heard everything from our armed forces. Even Mr. Mishra has given all the details, and even if you go back also after the surgical strike, we have got the information from the army chief, the then army chief, and even after the Balakot 8th strike, we have got the information from the Air Force. But even at that particular time also, we remember that Prime Minister Modi has not mentioned anything about the surgical strike that has happened after Uri attack or the Balakot strike that has happened after the Pulwama attack. Only in one of the interview he said that how he explained or what he suggested to the Air Force about the cloudy situation on that particular day. Only then we have heard from Prime Minister Modi about the surgical strike or the Balakot 8 attack. Unless or otherwise, he did not mention anything. Even now also, this particular address, whatever he did, is related to the space technology and the space startups. He mentioned everything about the common, what India is taking and how India is growing in space technology, about the Chandrayaan or the Mangalyaan, or in future, he has even mentioned about Operation Venus that is going to take place, and if that gets successful, probably India will be the first nation. India even could be the first nation to reach Venus, because nobody has shown interest on Venus so far. Like what we have shown in the on the Mars. Okay, we are successful in the Mangalyaan, and we have become the 4th nation to reach the moon, to land on the moon, after US, Russia, China, and these all the aspects are mentioned by Prime Minister Modi in a very brief format, but he did not talk anything about the Operation Sindoor. We were very much eager that he will be saying at least few things, because after the Pahalgam attack, he went to Bihar, and in Bihar, it was the first public appearance of Prime Minister Modi. While he was inaugurating the Namo train in Bihar, he clearly, keeping aside to the Bihar aspects or the Namo train, and that what usually he tells, he has spoken in a very emotional way about the Pahalgam attack. And one thing that we have noticed is on that day is he switched it to English and acknowledged the entire world about the strength of India, about the pain after the Pahalgam attack. Otherwise, usually we never see, even in the international platforms, Prime Minister Modi switching to English and saying something. He only uses speaking in English when he was addressing some parliament or the assemblies. But usually, even in the press conference also, he sticks only to Hindi. But for the first time in India, he has switched to English, that too in the Hindi heartland, and acknowledged the entire world that India is not going to remain calm, and India is having every right to retaliate. And that retaliation we have seen today, that revenge we have seen today in the name of Operation Sindoor. The name carries a very heavy heart. Sindoor. Almost 26 lives have lost, and many, and among them, many women have lost their Sindoor in the Pahalgam attack. And respecting the Sindoors lost, this operation is given that particular name. Yes, this name carries a very heavy, heartful backdrop. And what are going to be the further aspects? We have to wait and watch. But for now, entire India has to participate in mock drill that's going to take place in the evening today. Operation Sindoor is nowhere related to the mock drill. because army's action is it in place and civilians readiness is in its place. We have to check, we have to adhere to our authorities. If the army calls you, you have to listen to them. If you are having any problem, you have to tell them that this is your condition, your physical condition, your biological condition. And if it is too sunny or too rainy also, you have to tell them your condition to the concerned officials. If you hear any silence, you have to plug out. You have to clearly listen to the officials and adhere to their orders. So Operation Sindoor is in its place. Whether it will be carried forwarded, what it leads to, we do not know anything. But for now, your responsibility as a public of India, as a civilian of India, is cooperating with the government for the mock drill which is going to happen today, because we were already preparing for the mock drill which is going to happen today, but in the meantime only this Operation Sindoor is carried out. We are very much happy for the Operation Sindoor, not for the innocent lives but for the elimination of the terrorists that has happened in both the areas. We are joined with our panelists again. Welcome back, Captain Ramakrishna, Dr. Raghu and Professor Nandini. Dr. Raghu, your response on, sir, Prime Minister Modi has addressed the nation just now on the space technology. Frankly speaking, be it you or be it me, we were anticipating that Prime Minister Modi will be even acknowledging this Operation Sindoor or the current condition, but he did not. What do you think is this could be the strategy behind?
Actually, our Prime Minister Modi is taking right actions on this after this attack on Pahalgam attack. What he was addressing about just now a few minutes back, he has addressed live in live, right? So, based on all intelligent reports, this has taken place. It is very clear that all based on our intelligent reports only, they have taken these measures. This is point number one. So it is very clear that our national investigation agencies has they have found all these attackers are from. They determined that they are from Pakistan, who are living in Muzaffarabad and Karachi, which is in Pakistan and Pakistan occupied Kashmir. And there are other military bases which are targeting in India and other civilians in India. And this is not for the first time we faced this problem with the terrorists. Actually, terrorists are pest to this world peace. We are trying to eliminate them. That's it. There is nothing war between any two nations. There is nothing war between India and Pakistan. Nothing is there here. So I don't think it is a war between two nations, but it is a war between our nationality, our peace, integrity, and terrorists. And there are clear evidences showing that our Indian authorities have linked this attack to Pakistan with digital traces leading to safe houses in Muzaffarabad and Karachi. And National Investigation Agency team determined that Hasim Musa, one of the militant worked in Pakistan military para forces, are hiding in Muzaffarabad and some other regions. And they have attacked only that 7 terrorist camps in Poonch and Rajouri sector, Muzaffarabad, Kotli and Bimbar regions only. They didn't even attack any military bases in Pakistan. It's only attack on terrorism. That's it. And this is really a very good deed, which and also swift decision made by Mr. Modi. That's really a good decision. Thank you.
Dr. Raghu, one more question, sir. Dr. Raghu, you
Please.
said that this is not the war, but do you really feel that this will not lead to war? Or what is exactly your anticipation is? Should this operation stop here without war
Yeah.
siren? What exactly is your heartful opinion in this, and what is your anticipation?
Yeah.
Forget
It
about
may lead to
Pakistan's
war,
condition.
no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. It may lead to, but at the same time, see, nobody wants to go for war. So the thing is, there should be, there are some formalities to go before war. No doubt in that. See, what is the Pakistan claim is, some of the civilians got died in this attack. They are claiming, but it is not true. Okay, this is point number one. Point number two: if we would have attacked some military facilities in Pakistan, yeah, it would have been considered as a war between two nations. If there is any mischievous things happen in any land, we will try to find out that the mischievous persons, right? Here, the militants have done some mischievous things here, right? And if they would have stayed here in our land, we would have caught them and we would have given them punishment. But if they are staying in other lands, in fact, that is not other land, Pak occupied Kashmir, that itself is our land. According to the accord given in 1947, October 26, the treaty made by Mr. Raja Singh, that belongs to our nation, our land. If they are staying in that land and some mischievous things did by that militants, why we should keep calm and we will speculate? Definitely, we will be going to take some revenge on them. Just we have done that. But if it comes to the speculation, what you have questioned me, yeah, it may escalate to war. But we have to prepare ourselves. Even that mock drill is there at today at 4 o'clock, right? So we are getting prepared for that, and this has happened in the history as well. In all that Indo-Pakistan war times, also they have conducted mock drills and all these things, and we are getting prepared for that. And yeah, even if there is any attack from Pakistan military bases, from military or from defense, we have to be prepared to that.
All right. Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Raghu. Captain Ramakrishna, your response on this particular matter, sir, was what Dr. Raghu said that will this operation Sindoor, the revenge or the retaliation, will be stopping here, or could this lead to a war? Because officially, frankly speaking, we are not at war. This is just an operation. What we are supposed to give an answer to Pakistan in their language, India has carried out. But will this stop here, or will it get carried forward to a war or Indo-Pak War number 5? Captain Ramakrishna, your opinion whether it will lead to war or not, and your personal opinion whether India should go for war at this juncture to completely eliminate the terrorism. Your reaction, sir?
So, as far as my personal opinion is, this is the time to capture all our properties, because the Pakistan is separated from India only, but at the same time, so they're giving their training to the terrorists, and they can send to our country and destroy the existing system. But this is the time to teach a lesson to the Pakistan. That now they have to move on and capture all the this POK, sir, and they can teach a lesson to the Pakistan. If they can look at the India, then they cannot be asleep at any one's minute also, sir. This is the time. This is the time. So as far as my personal opinion concerned, and make it smash the all terrorist centers in Pakistan.
All right, Captain Ramakrishna. We'll get back to Professor Nandini. Ma'am Nandini, previously you said that one particular thing, probably I would differ on that. That earlier we were not so much happy in proclaiming ourselves as Indians, but now we are feeling very great. But that I going to differ, because I always personally proud Indian wherever I go, whichever country. I always used to say proud Indian. Of course, we have seen the situation where we have mortgaged the gold. We are not a very good economy, but as an Indian, I was always proud. On that particular thing, I would like to differ. All right, your opinion. I would like to ask the same question. Would you like this operation to halt for now, or should we attack even the military bases to teach Pakistan a permanent lesson?
I would beg to differ humbly with you, sir. I did not tell I was not a proud Indian. I meant when we went out, Indians were always treated as second-class citizens. That's what I must have communicated.
Yeah, that racial feeling will be there. Racial feeling will be there. We cannot change the mindset. I always been a
proud Indian from the day. Yeah, I also concur with you very happily. That I was always a proud Indian, but when Indians were treated differently abroad, that's what I meant.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. But one thing is that we cannot change the mindset or the racial things, what the whites will be carrying forever. That will be there.
No. I think now it has come down drastically compared to what it was earlier, and we should be happy about it. When it comes to will it lead to a full-fledged war? We will have to wait for some time to see how Pakistan will react to this action. Because in the earlier two, either in Kargil or Uri or in Bagalkot, they did not escalate to the level of war. They just kept quiet and they did their work of continuing terrorism. But when it comes to this time, because they have already told that this is an act of war to the UN, that means they have openly, Pakistan has reacted telling that it is an act of war. They are making a statement that what India has done is an act of war, and they have reported to the UN. In case if they want to escalate this, that means if they want a full-fledged war, I don't think India never wanted a war. We are a very peace-loving country, and that has been proved since 1947. We are never an attacker.
Okay. Yes.
But we are not cowards. We will not keep quiet when it comes to our defense. We will be strong. That's the message which we are sending. We on our own have never harmed anybody. That is what is the Indian mantra. But when it comes to this time, in case if Pakistan escalates this, and in case if they militarily retaliate to what action has been done in Operation Sindoor, I think India will take it hard and hit them hard, telling that this time you learn a lesson. Now that no more you will be talking anything against India, and I think India is mentally prepared this time that in case Pakistan strikes back or retaliates, or if they escalate any of the terrorist activism in India, because I think according to the intelligence report which has been recently received, there are plans that they would be attacking further. So in case if this happens, I think India is prepared to go to the next level. It's not just Operation Sindoor, it will be Operation Pakistan next time. That's all. I think that's the message which India is sending strongly to the world.
Professor Nandini, but yes, what exactly you have said that after Uri, Indian surgical attack has happened, and after Pulwama attack, the Balakot airstrikes also India has carried out. But on the two occasions, if you say that Pakistan has denied that any attack has happened in their soil. Of course, we do not agree that POK is their soil; it is our soil only. But it has denied. And if we remember, after the Balakot airstrike, what they have given at the UN is they said that actually there was a breach of LOC and few trees were killed, not the terrorists. And they have escalated this particular matter in as an environmental issue. But now in the morning, Pakistan has openly agreed that there was a attack from Indian side onto their soil. Of course, it is our soil only. It is in POK. They have released the videos. Of course, it's a civilian based videos only, which they did not do it earlier. What could be the difference in Pakistan's strategy as per you? Why did they deny it previously, and why have they announced it now? And they have brought even the religion angle also. When we are saying that India has attacked the terrorist camps, they said that India has attacked a mosque and civilian area. That we can understand. But what is the main difference according to you in the change in the Pakistan strategy? Why denial then? Why agreement now?
Sir, I think when we look at the previous incidents, if denial was done, we did not do more than that. The world accepted their story. The world were agreeing to what they were telling, because when it comes to even now, if you look at, we have more sympathizers for Pakistan than for India in the world. In the geopolitics also, we know that even though Pakistan is a terror hub, if every country knows it also, because in the earlier incidents, if they have denied it, there were people to accept their story. Now what has happened is that the technology has helped us. You know why technology has helped us? Earlier, our technology was not to a certain extent. Now that we are recording and showing it to the world, we know that there is a electronic evidence, which is digital evidence, which we have shown to the world, telling that these are the people. We have given a 3D image of what has happened, who has come inside. And I think that is acceptable not only at the national level, but also in the international courts of justice. In case if we take this evidence to the courts of justice, either under, if you take in our own country, or if you take to ICC or to ICJ, we know that these are admittable pieces of evidence. And that's why Pakistan cannot deny it now, because we have enough evidence which we have created to tell to the world that this is an attack and sponsored. If not all are Pakistanis, but there are Pakistani sponsored, or that is why if you look at FATF, that is what is funding for anti-terrorist funding which is happening. Again, India is filing an application that kindly bring back Pakistan's name in the FATF grey list. That means we have to blacklist them, telling that these are funding and encouraging terrorism. Because I think in 2022 they have suspended their ban. That is how we are requesting again that this FATF has to bring back Pakistan on the list of those which are funding terrorism.
Professor Nandini, thank you very much, ma'am. We have to take a short break from the panelist, and we have to go for live telecast where Andhra Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister Pawan Kalyan is addressing on Operation Sindoor.